So this is an interesting turn of events. I'm not going to go too much into the details. I think a lot of these folk that are making these statements, to be very honest, are not sophisticated in business. I don't care what you tell me. I don't care what anybody says to me. It's very simple. The gaming companies that are making money apparently are doing something differently from the things that they're asking everybody to do. Let's jump into the video. Alan Wake 2. This is one game that I've seen be hyped up, praised, revved up, given awards, everything. But the game has yet to make any money. It's yet to turn a profit. And I've told you guys this, I do not like it when video games fail. It is not my favorite thing to see. However, there are comments right now going around saying that the reason Alan Wake has not recouped its profits or its expenses, I guess, is because of bigots or because of bad apples or bad seeds or whatnot. I'm seeing an analyst here on Twitter saying this stuff, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm seeing a community manager say this stuff, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I think what's missing is very obvious. These games that are failing are disrespectful to their fans. You can blame the fans all you want. The majority of them that don't even talk about the games on the internet didn't even buy the game. So how are you blaming the minority who you think are loud or racist or bigots or whatever it is you want to tag them with? How are you blaming them for your game not succeeding? This to me is the most interesting thing in the entire world to see. There are games that came out the exact same year that Alan Wake 2 came out and did very well. What's the difference between those games and Alan Wake 2? It's simple. They respected their audiences. You see, creatives of today, I don't know what you think. I don't know what bubble you may dwell within. But people that you like and people that you don't like are going to buy your product. At the end of the day, you need to ensure that your product is neutral to the likeliness of you liking the person that buys it and the person liking you. If not, if all you want to do is sell your product to the people who like you and you like, you're going to go hungry. That's not how it works. There's a saying that goes around. I don't think I've confirmed it, but it's this one thing where they said Michael Jordan got asked about politics, and he said Democrats buy Jordans and Republicans buy Jordans. I think that's how the saying goes, meaning he does not give a hoot what your politics is if you're interested in putting on some Jordans on your feet. Michael Jordan's a billionaire. And as much as people may talk about his character, how much they like him or how much they don't like him, he never got to mix that with, according to, if what I'm saying is actually accurate in the streets, you know how it is, these stories, they fly around. He understood that you didn't need to mix all that together. From Software, very respectful to their fans. Armored Core 6 was a niche game. It sold well. Like a game about a robot shooting all over the place, and a game that, basically after their Armored Core series that they stopped back in the PS2, PS3 generation, right? Or Xbox, did they even make it into the Xbox One, PS4 generation? I doubt it. I remember going to a retro store and buying the old Armored Cores. They were expensive. And that game came out even in the face of many, many mecha, shooters and warrior games, and it still sold well. And I'm not even talking about Elden Ring. I'm just talking about Armored Core. It sold well. Keeps the company afloat. Why? They respect their fans. From Software doesn't update, you'd think they're about to, serve you a whole 5-course meal. Oh, we're sorry for the inconvenience. You should see their tweets. We're sorry for the inconvenience, but please take time to look at this update and, assess, and please make sure that these are the things that you're doing. We've made these changes. We apologize for any inconvenience. Thank you. That is how you treat your audience. That's how you treat the people that are paying your salaries, that are putting food on your table. Not calling them bigots and racists. It's a strategy that's proven to continue to fail. See, if you guys don't want to make video games for bigots or whatever, we get it. It's okay. The market's going to push you out. I see a lot of these people talking about Xbox, they'll say, oh, Xbox hasn't made a game that's been a Game of the Year nominee for the last 10 years. Who gives a hoot? PlayStation's been making a lot of nominees, and their CEO comes out and is like, we don't have any IPs. Why? Because they didn't want to make those games that would more than likely not get any nominations. And so now Xbox is sitting there on a whole bunch of games all over the place, and is going to sell them to you, and you're going to buy them. They don't care if you're on the other platform or not. They're taking that approach where they're going to make games for everybody, and they're seemingly tampering down all of this developer tirades that are very off-putting to fans. It seems like Xbox is getting the memo. We don't spend $69 billion. We better shut up. Somebody needs to rein in a lot of these warriors on the internet that are brand ruiners. Oh, you leave them, they'll ruin your brand. That's just what I'm saying. I was playing the first Alan Wake game. I actually just started it recently. Stopped short because I wanted to play it with the wife, because, you know, she just once in a while she'll watch those games, and I was kind of assessing. Apparently it's like a psych thriller, horror, whatever it is. And I don't know if she's going to be a fan, but whatever. I was like, okay, let's play the first one so I can get some context before playing the second one. In looking at the evidence and looking at what's going on, apparently they abandoned a lot of the tropes from the first game, switched up characters and made them a whole different, race or whatever it is. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what the story is. In terms of the first one, I just got here. I just started playing the darn thing. And then you have these individuals coming out to do this stuff. I remember there was another developer from Concord basically going out to, talk smack at the audiences. If you fail, take your failure and walk away. Phil Spencer took a different approach. Are y'all not learning? When Redfall bombed, do you know what he did? He said he was sorry. I remember I made a video yesterday saying Chris Dring was, engaging in Xbox tax, and some people corrected me and said, actually, Chris Dring came out and actually defended Phil Spencer. So I took the video down because he did. I didn't know he did. He actually said Phil Spencer didn't need to apologize for anything, of which I think Phil Spencer was right in apologizing. He was owning the mistake. But it was a nice dynamic to see somebody at least come out and say, the reason why this game failed is because we did not meet our quality standards. And yet these community managers are coming out here talking, and Phil Spencer makes more money than you've ever made in your life. Why do you think he is where he is? Because of a little bit of humility in understanding that ownership is yours when you win and when you fail. It's yours. He's the one CEO of a $3 trillion company, of a unit in a $3 trillion company that's come out to say, we lost the console war generation. People think that's a bad thing. Hiroki Totoki comes out and says, we don't have enough original IPs. People are like, that's leadership. That's leadership. It's coming in to own your failures. What do people even think? How do you think these people got to where they are? It's not by just stepping over everybody, in terms of what people envision. There is a certain level of ownership that these folk hold. And I see these people that are coming up in the industry. Maybe you're not supposed to be there. Go do something else. Go do advocacy. Fight for someone's rights if that's what you want to do. But in terms of selling a product, man, this is just the highest level of disqualification you can give yourself. Because guess what, guys? As the economy is tightening and being more stringent, and entertainment discretionary spending is lowered from consumers, a lot of these activists that ruin brands are going to start getting ignored and sidelined and weeded out. That's what's going to happen. These companies are going to prioritize their bottom line over you. Trust me, your activism is not worth spending money on or losing money on. You'll get the memo, though. They're going to value and keep developers and programmers. They're already doing it. I saw a community manager complaining, we're not getting paid much. Our jobs are getting lost. Why are your jobs getting lost if you're a solid community manager? Because you're not the only community manager that's in the industry. There are others that are keeping their jobs, but I've noticed a trend. The ones that are keeping their jobs and the ones that are, afraid to lose their jobs, there's a clear distinction in their behavior and in their social addressing. They keep their opinions in their pockets. The moment they start to preach, they start to lose fans. Bungie was thinking it was basically invincible. Yeah, right. See, another company will make your game. The skills, they are now very different. Unreal Engine 5 and Unreal Engine 4 came in, and it's literally disrupting the market. And even if Tim Sweeney decides he's going to take Unreal Engine offline, it's already over. It's already over. Someone else is going to fill that void. Someone else is going to do it. It's not going to be too hard. I hope they learn, though. Thanks for watching. Peace out.